Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about AWS Secret Manager. So AWS Secret Manager, we will discuss like this service will use to keep our sensitive data like username, passwords, or encrypted data. Something uh, suppose it's not good, right? To keep username and password, SonarCube username, password, Nexus username, password to store in Ansible playbooks instead of hard coded values in the playbook. So we will keep user passwords in the secret text manager, and we will access that using AWS services. Okay, let me do it the demo. Okay, see, if you have any sensitive information like database username and password, it is not good to store in Ansible playbook. Okay, we need to use the secret manager. Okay, secret manager or okay, Hasik. Okay, Hasikop. Okay, Hasikop Vault. Okay, okay. Let's do it with the Ansible secret manager. Okay, so I'm going with Ansible AWS service. Okay, AWS secret manager. See, secrets manager. Okay, so this is the service. Okay, so in this service, see, this service is to store or restore, monitor our credentials to access the such as database credentials, API keys on Ask token. Okay, AWS Manager helps to protect your application services, IT resources. You can easily rotate, manage, or retrieve data credentials, API keys. Okay, other secrets through this life cycle. Okay, so in this one, let's get uh, create a new secret. So if it is an RDBS related, we need to select this one. If it is in credentials for DB documentation or credentials for Redshift cluster and the credentials for other databases. Okay, so related these services, we need to select based on this option. So ours is suppose Nexus or SonarCube, like this other type of secrets. We just need to select. Okay, so we need to go with the key value pair or a plain text. Okay, I'm going with plain text. Suppose my password is okay. Okay, I'm just admin at the rate 123. This is my password. Okay, for Sonar Cube or Nexus anything. So here I'm just selecting default encryption key. Okay, so and if you want, you can provide the secret name. So secret name should be um, like environment and app name and the credentials like that. Okay, suppose my environment is test environment. Okay, app name is beta app. Okay, and Nexus password. Okay, suppose application. Okay, credentials password. Description, if you want, you can give anything like to access Nexus server password. Okay, if you want provide, you can provide the key and value. Okay, if you don't want, you can just this is optional one. Okay, don't need to do anything. And resources permission, this is optional. Okay, replication sets secret optional. Okay, I'm just giving next one. Okay, here disable automation rotation or enable automation rotation. So I'm just disable automation rotation. It's recommended when applications are using the secret, not updated in either. Suppose if you select this one, right, you just need to select 60 days, 30 days, okay, like custom one. Every see we sometimes we will ask, right, in laptop, update your password in outlooks, right, 30 days, okay, like that. If you select this one, we need to do this one. If we didn't select disable automation rotation, right, so I'm going with disable automation rotation. So I'm just store, okay, I'm just storing the password, okay. If we do, this is the information, okay, this is the encryption key and the secret name, and okay, so I'm just keeping this information here, okay. Now, okay, now I just need to now I need to create a EC2 instance to access this password, okay. Like, I already created the server, okay. On this machine Ansible already installed, okay, Ansible version, okay. So to access that one, AWS CLI icon version, sorry, AWS CLI already installed on this machine, okay. To access that one, okay, to access that service, we just need to get we need to we need a IAM role, okay, IAM role or IAM user, okay. From we need to access that one, right, so we need to configure IAM role, or IAM user. So I just need to go to here, and if I search AWS, otherwise directly you can give IAM, okay. If you have IAM role or IAM user, IAM roles for EC2 instance, okay, IAM users for other services, okay. Just add user. So username you just provide any name, like secret, okay, secret manager with today's date, suppose April 1st, okay. And if you have programmatic access, you can give programmatic access. If you have any management console access like UI, you just provide. So in this case I'm going to select programmatic access, okay. So if you have any groups, you just need to provide the groups. If you have any existing permissions, you just do the existing permission, okay. If you want to attach any policies, directly I'm attaching the policy, okay. So here, secret, is a manager read write access, okay. And just if you want, you can provide the name and value, okay. Name equal to secret manager, okay. And just review, create user. I just created a user. If you want, you can download this file, okay. It will having that access key and secret key. I'm just copying that one, okay. I'm copying this access ID, and I'm just copying this one, okay. So first we need to do AWS config to access the console, okay. AWS config. So it will ask configure, okay. So it will ask the access key, okay. So you just need to provide the access key ID. Just need to go to here, So this is my, it will ask the secret key, and this is the secret key. And the default region is ours is AP South 1 Mumbai region, so I'm just giving AP South 1, and the default format is JSON. If you didn't provide also, by default it will take JSON format only. Okay, now if you want to see that access key password, just go to this one, and AWS CLI secret manager. So get secret value. Okay. If you want to get that one, and this is the command, AWS secret manager. Okay, AWS secret manager get service. Okay, and the secret ID. So secret ID, yours is mine is my secret, this one, right? So secret name, so I'm giving my secret name, and version, this is AWS current one, not previous one. Okay, through access that secret password from command line, this is the keyword. Okay, so AWS secret manager get secret value hyphen secret ID, this is the secret ID mine, and hyphen version stage, and this is the it's not previous one, it's AWS current. Okay, just copying this one, you give like this. See, so my password is showing here, whatever we have encrypted, right? So that password we are able to see from command line. Okay, now this we need to achieve from Ansible. Okay, so same thing, if you need to access the password, Nexus password or SonarQube password, so how, so we need to write a playbook, and from playbook we just need to access that one. Okay. Now currently Ansible on this install on this machine. Okay, I already shown you Ansible install. Okay, so I'm just accessing from this mission only. Okay, cd cd home, let it be here only. So currently we need to write a playbook, and um, vi nexus secret .yml. Okay, for this access that one, so we need to use a lookup module. Okay, Ansible lookup module to get the access key secret key from AWS secret manager. For that one we just need to use a secret manager module. Okay, for that one attributes is like a password and tags. Okay, so I'm just giving, and hosts, giving local means current mission only, and tasks. So under this tasks, so hyphen name, get the secret key from AWS console. Okay, this is the name of the task. So for that one we used lookup module. Lookup. Okay, for that one we just use lookup module. Module is lookup. So after that one, just we need to pass this name. Okay, let me copy this one. This is the value we just need to pass one. Okay, here AWS secret, the secret name is ours is this one. Okay, so for that one just I'm clicking that one secret app and accessing secret manager, that is done. To access that one, before we just need to Python need to be installed. See, prerequisite is Boto 3. Okay, so currently it is not there in Python, only it will be there. So let me install that one. So see, currently only Python need to be installed. Python hyphen version. So Python already there. So we need to install Boto 3. Okay, so if you just do Python, it will help to install that one. Okay, so for that one command is pip install sudo hyphen I, just pip install Boto 3, like pip install Python m install, sorry, m install pip Python. So it will be install pip. Okay, then you just need to do pip install Boto 3. Okay, just need to install pip, it will be installed. Pip is a Python repo. Okay, just to do pip install Boto 3. So it successfully come up with the version also, right? See, it is downloaded and it's collecting information, everything. Okay, this one also it should be installed like Boto core version also. Now localhost. Okay, the module is debug module, and so this is the YAML file. To get that one, I'm just copying this one. Okay, so cd home we secrets and secrets password.ml. Okay, so I'm writing the playbook to get that password. Okay, hosts, host is like local host, and the tasks is, and name of the task is get the secrets manager password. So to get that one, the module is debug module. Okay, and message is like this is the message, like lookup is a lookup one. So here the secret name AWS secret, and you just need to give your secret name. Okay, so I'm just copying this one. So here we need to give the space, and here also space is required. Okay, so I'm just saving this file, and Ansible playbook, I'm checking the syntax. Okay, Ansible playbook hyphen syntax check, and the secrets manager. So something is missing in secrets here. Let me open that one. This is the one, same name print secret value. Let me copy this one. See, currently this playbook is running. I'm just running this playbook. Okay, should be gathering, and see, now the password is we can able to access. Okay, instead of keeping username and passwords in the playbooks, so we just use AWS secret manager. From that one, using lookup module, we just access the passwords. Okay, so it's not good to hard code the username passwords in the playbooks, right? So like this we can get that one. So this is AWS secret manager. There is a Hasika vault, so using that also we can access that one. I will show you the how to do that one in the next session. Okay, so same thing, we can access through Terraform also. So I'll show you how to install Terraform. Currently it's not installed Terraform on this server. So from Terraform, how to get that integrated? Okay, Terraform hyphen version. Currently Terraform is not there. Let me show you the Terraform installation. Okay, terraform.io. This is the official web page of Terraform. Okay, and if you go to download CLI, so if you go to downloads, and if you have Linux, so ours is Linux. I'm just copying this one. Okay, I'm going to here cd opd. Okay, wget, just downloading the zip file. Okay, I am unzipping that one. Unzip Terraform. Okay, Terraform unzip. If you see the Terraform is just, I am just copying Terraform user bin, so we can access Terraform from any location. Terraform user. Okay, user bin. Okay, so if you check Terraform hyphen version, so we can able to access. Okay, from Terraform is a um, infrastructure as a code, so we can provision, um, we can create the services. Okay, from using Terraform templates. Okay, so it's not good practice to keep, we need to go to manage console, and we can create the services. So using the code, we can create the services. Okay, so Terraform extensions, okay, or file name. Okay, we can keep that Terraform extension should be TF. Okay, suppose, so file name should be file name dot TF. Okay, the extensions. See, in real time we should not create any resources manually. We should always infrastructure automation to create resources. Okay, using shell script also we can do, AWS CLI also we can do, and cloud formation templates, Terraform. Okay, so using Terraform we can download the files, everything. Okay, so I'll show you how to create the services using Terraform. Okay, so basic, first we need to create a user to get that one. Okay, we just need to set the username and password. Otherwise already we have set that username and password. Let me provide AWS providers. So we just need to bless provider Terraform. Let me go. Okay, let me create a VPC service. Okay, Terraform VPC module. Terraform. So we just need to provide the username and password. So we just need to provide the secret key and secret name and the secret key and password ID and password. So just we can hard code that values. Okay, and just required resources. VPC dot pf. Required providers. Okay, access key ID. Let me show you this one. Okay, let me show you. And like this we just need to provide provider is AWS and region and access key and secret key. Okay, let me copy this one. Okay, I'm just deleting this one and pasting here. So it provider is AWS. So if it is in Azure, if it you just need to provide Azure. If it is in GCP, you just need to GCP. So using Terraform we can provision like AWS or Azure, GCP like okay. Region ours is Mumbai region, so I'm just using AP South one. And access keys, my access key I just need to give the access key. Okay, so if you go to here, this is my access key ID and secret password. You just need to provide the password. Okay, and what service you are going to be created. Okay, suppose I just need to create a VPC. So you just need to go to VPC session like create VPC. Okay, just a resource name. Okay, I wanted to just create a resource like VPC resource VPC. So name should be anything like you just need to give any name. Okay, VPC name instead of example I'm just giving okay Chinna, and my cider block should be this one. Okay, let me um, run this one. So before that we need to do initialize the Terraform init. Terraform init is initializing Terraform. This is the version. Okay, now Terraform, I'm just applying the Terraform apply. So it should be ask enter the value. Okay, just type yes, I'm typing yes. So it should be accepted. And if you go to console, okay, you go to console and VPC session. So it will be created from here only. Okay, so if you go to your VPCs, so our cider block should be like 10.0 0.0.16. Okay, let me go to here. Okay, let me check why it is not created. Okay, actually it is failing because of unauthorized operation. So let me create IAM user and to perform this access. Okay, so I just need to go to this one. Okay, I just need to create a IAM user. Sorry, I'm into IAM only, right? So I'm just going the IAM. So users or roles also fine. Okay, so create a role. So AWS services. Okay, EC2. Okay, EC2, EC2 IAM, and okay, not required role. We just if we just create a user, that is enough. Okay, sorry, EC2 IAM. I'm just giving programmatic access, existing attached policy, EC2, EC2 full access, and just creating the user. I'm copying this one and then copying and pasting here. Okay, let me take the documentation and okay, I'm going with the Terraform 0.13 latest later versions. Okay, so instead of I'm just providing access key and secret key, static credentials. I'm just adding here. Okay, the region only. Okay, so my region is AP South 1. AP South 1, and this is my secret key, and this is my secret password, secret access key and secret key. Okay, this is my secret key, and that is access key. Okay, and See, instead of example, you can give any name. Okay, and I'm just taking this one. Okay, I'm just copying, and AWS configuration provider here is provider is AWS. Region is episode Mumbai region, and access key secret key. So I'm creating the VPC. Okay, let me go to here. Okay, cd home. Okay, I'm just creating a folder. Okay, like Terraform workspace. Okay, something, sorry, mkdir. Okay, I'm just cd into that one, then cd into Terraform directory. So I'm just giving Terraform initialize. I'm just initializing the Terraform init. Terraform init. Here Terraform is initializing here. I'm just creating the VPC. Okay, VPC Terraform. Okay, VPC Terra dot extension should be TF. So initially I'm just giving this one. Okay, this is my file, Terraform file, and I'm just applying this one, Terraform apply. If you don't need to give yes or no, so you just need to give auto approve. Okay, auto approve. Could not load plugin, so we just need to load the plugins. So plugins is prerequisite Terraform init. Now success, Terraform has been successfully initialized. Let me apply this one. See, it's applied and the resources one is added. Okay, if you go to console, okay, if you go to console here, if you refresh, see, just now we just created this service. Okay, this is the VPC we just created. If you want to provide the name, you just provide the name. Okay, and this is the CIDR block. Okay, 10.16. This one. Okay, okay. Same, in the same one you just need to create a subnet also. Okay, just Terraform subnet. Okay, AWS, you just need to go to subnet this one. You just need to add another resource. Okay, so AWS default subnet, you just need to provide that one, and you just need to provide the values. Okay, so you just need to add another resource, AWS default subnet. Okay, VA resource is AWS default subnet and subject name. You just need to give any name, like just matching with in the subnet only, right? Example, and availability zone is AP South 1. Default subnet is AP South 1. Okay. Okay, I'm just applying this one. Unsupported argument name. Okay, I think it is not the correct one. Let me remove this tag. The default subnet is not found. Okay, let me give you the same one. Okay, instead of example, the same whatever it is there, right? Default is it. So default is it one. Let me save and let me, I think let me check. Let me do this one again. Okay. If I need to add so it is simple only, just main tags is main. So okay. AWS subnet main subnet. Okay. I'm just giving this one. is main one, awsvpc.id. So ours is just vpc id is, so we just need to copy vpc id. So let me let me copy that one. vpc id is like example, right? I'm just copying this id. Subnet main, it's not main, right? So just, so however we are doing manually creation of subnet, just we need to aware what are the tags, and we just need to provide. Okay, here vpc id, data from inlines resources, vp2 a reference to resource type must be allowed at least one attribute of specifying resource name. So we just need to provide the resource name. Okay, resource type and resource name. Availability zone id. So basically if you go to subnet, okay, just if you go to here, so default one already thing created. So default subnet one, I think the subnet that just now created. It's not this one. Okay, while creating it will ask you the vpc id, attempt dot this one, and subject name. You just need to give my subnet or anything, and availability zone you just provided the cider block is there, and add tag. Okay, to go to open this one, vipc. Cider block vpc. let, Let me do it in this one again. Okay, let me check this one. Still facing the issue like creating vpc. I'll show you the next session. So using under vpc subnet and internet gateway route tables, all this one. Okay, thanks for watching.